Welcome to this video where I'm going to share with you 10 smart ways to self-promote you without feeling awkward. Before we get started, let me ask you one simple question. How do you feel inside before promoting yourself? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel a lot of self-doubts? Do you feel unconfident? Or do you feel that you are not worthy? Do you resemble with any of this situation when it comes to talking about your strengths, talking about your self-worth and asking for that salary hike or promotion or promoting your products and services? If you're feeling one of this, that means there is something inside you which is stopping you to talk about your strengths, and it's keeping you away from all those opportunities that you deserve. So let's first understand why this happens. And before that, let me introduce myself quickly. So I'm Megha Javle. I am an engineer turned career and business coach. For 16 years, I have worked into different industries like thermal power sector, oil and gas sector. And after that, when I realized that more than engineering, my passion is towards developing and exploring human potential. And I believe that humans have tremendous potential within them. So I'm on a mission to help mid-career leaders to get that salary hike or promotion that they truly deserve, and also help them to build a side hustle so that they can generate additional stream of income and they can achieve their financial freedom as soon as possible. So this is about me. Now let's get started about why did I choose to talk on this topic. So in one of my job interviews, my hiring manager told me, basically we were having a conversation and he was asking me certain questions wherein I was not so confident, and he saw that on my resume, looking at my whatever had my achievements and whatever I have done in the past, looking at that, he thought that I am capable of doing certain things, but I was not confident. So he told me, looking at me, staring at me, that don't be so humble that you don't get this job. And that clicked me like anything. And that time I realized that why I am being so humble. And when I analyzed after that, I realized that in my mind, I was thinking that self promotion is not good. Self promotion is something that doesn't come under morality. And I should not be promoting myself so loudly and clearly. Let other people understand my worth. Let my work speak for myself, and so on and so forth. But that person who then was my boss. Of course, when I got the job opportunity, I worked under him. That person taught me this important lesson that doesn't matter how good you are into your skills, your work, you have to speak for yourself and you have to be confident when it comes to talking about your strength, when it comes to talking about your expertise in particular area. And after listening to that statement, I told him, yes, sir, I am very confident that only few engineers can perform this level of work, and I'm one of them. So you can consider me for this job opportunity. So now you got the difference. The earlier version, I was very hesitant and I was like, I'm not sure whether I'm the best. But when I said that, he immediately took the decision to give me that job opportunity, right? So let's understand what are different ways we can self-promote ourselves without feeling this awkwardness inside us. So let me help you with my PPT that I have created on this subject. So let's dive deep into the topic: 10 smart ways to self-promote without feeling awkward. So before that, as I am telling you that being there as an introverted person, it is always difficult, and there is small little voice that is coming from inside that maybe you cannot do that, maybe you're not worthy of that, and that stops us. Okay, so I hear your voice. I can read your mind, and let me tell you what is that inner voice that typically we can hear from inside when we are feeling little awkward when it comes to self promotion. So the first thing is, we feel that I don't want to come across as arrogant. Like I felt in that job interview that if I say confidently that yes, I'm the best, it might sound as arrogant. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is, I'm not sure if I'm really good enough to deserve this promotion or raise. You might feel, because you are very humble, you feel that, I want to be very humble person and I really don't want to brag myself. Okay, but remember one thing, self promotion is not bragging. Then the third voice is, I prefer to work quietly and let my work speak for itself. And many of you might be thinking like that, why I should speak for myself? Let my work speak, let them see my work. But always remember, your work will never speak for yourself, and you have to speak for yourself, for your products, for your services, for your skills, for your expertise, whatever is the purpose. But you have to speak for yourself. Then only people will understand you. And having said this, I also realized and remembered one particular quote from the same person I was talking about. He told me that only crying babies get the milk. That means when we are talking about something, when we are speaking about something, then only people hear that. So if you can't tell something, you can't sell something. And what we are selling here is our expertise, our worth, our products and services, right? So let's go and see what are the other inner voices that we hear. I'm afraid I'll stumble over my words or not convey my strengths effectively. A lot of you might also have this challenge that I may not have the perfect words to express myself when it comes to my strengths. Then, what if they think I'm not capable and reject my promotion request? And this is the most common inner voice that is observed in all the people who are feeling lots of self doubt. And more than self doubt, here it comes, which is related to the fear of failure, because you have that fear inside of you. What if other person rejects me? What if I fail here? So that fear of rejection, fear of failure, this is something, it is stopping you from inside. And that is the reason you are not going ahead and talking about yourself. Then comes, I'm uncomfortable putting myself out there and drawing attention to myself. You are so uncomfortable to put the limelight on you, and that is the reason you're not able to talk about yourself. You're always busy in talking about other people. You're always busy in giving importance to other people, but never ever in your life you have given importance to yourself. And that is the reason you have not realized what is your true worth. So I hope you are getting what I'm saying. And in your mind, if all these are stopping you, then stay till the end and you're going to get the exact solution how to overcome this. Then comes, I don't want to create tension or jealousy among my colleagues. So the good-hearted people, this is for you. A lot of you would think that if I self promote myself, if I'll talk about my strengths, if I'll start selling myself, what my peers would think about me, what my colleagues would think about me, what my friends would think about me. And you will just think about, I don't want to damage that relationship that I have with my friends, colleagues, or the network. And for that reason, I'm not going to speak anything about myself because they might perceive me as a selfish person. This is the thought process behind that. So, all of this doubts, fears, confusion, right? Where it comes from. And why do you think that all these people, why do all them think the same? Why do all they think the same? There is only one reason, because they have a disease. Yes, you heard it right. Because they have a disease. And what is that disease? So, this disease, or in Hindi, we call that as a rog, right? So, सबसे बड़ा रोग is क्या कहेंगे लोग? And many of the people just stop themselves from doing anything, from talking about themselves, or absolutely, going ahead and grabbing that opportunity. Behind that, this is the disease that is showing the symptom that you are not feeling confident, you are having that self doubts because you are undergoing through this particular disease, which is सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. The biggest disease is what people will say. How many of you think that this literally made you click inside your mind and think that I never thought that I have this kind of disease? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happens, what your mind tells you from inside when you lose the opportunity. We talked about the thoughts that comes inside your mind when you want to talk and you are on the verge of getting some opportunity, whether it is talking to your boss and asking for that salary hike or promotion, or it is a job interview wherein you want to negotiate hard and you want to get what you deserve, or it's selling high ticket products or any product for that matter or services to your customers. So let's see what your mind thinks inside when you lose the opportunity. So here it is. The first thing is, it's my fault for not speaking up and advocating for myself. Where this comes from? It comes from the feeling of guilt. Have you ever felt that? If not, just see this. I need to work on my self confidence and assertiveness. You realize that something is wrong, and because of that, you are not able to talk confidently. And you also realize that you need to fix the same. Then I should have been more assertive in showcasing my achievements. Probably you go ahead and talk, but you feel that the talk was not so confident, it was not so assertive. And then you get this thought that maybe I should have been more assertive. Then comes, I missed out on a great opportunity because I couldn't overcome my shyness. One more thing, some of you might also think, हमसे ना हो पाएगा. That means maybe I cannot do this. Maybe this is not cup of my tea, right? Then next time I won't hesitate to speak up and showcase my value. This is very important. If you get all this realization and you inside your mind get this realization that nothing doing. Next time I am going to be prepared. I am not going to lose the opportunity like I did now. I want to prepare myself to self promote very confidently, assertively, so that I get that opportunity. If this resonates, please comment, type that yes. And if you are ready, now I'm going to share with you this particular smart ways which I have learned from my own experience, from learning from various coaches and mentors, because I felt that all the people, specifically who are introverted and who are not so confident in talking about themselves in the world, I think for them, this is really, really important. Okay, so let me go and explain you all these 10 ways. Before you go ahead and practice this smart ways, I want you to train your mind with the simple Hindi phrase. Okay, what's that? So whenever you are feeling inside ki how to talk, what to say, what other people will think, first thing is tell your mind that सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. And the second phrase that I want to give to you is पूछने में क्या जाता है. Okay, पूछने में क्या जाता है. What's there in asking? What will happen if I ask? What's the worst case scenario that they will say no? But what if they will say yes? So that's how you have to train your mind and then go ahead with this 10 ways, right? So always remember this, पूछने में क्या जाता है, right? Now let's come to the first way, that is sharing success stories and achievements. So I always believe that when we feel directly promoting ourselves, it's always a good idea to share the success stories of yours, whatever you have achieved. on the social media platforms like LinkedIn. Okay, for example, you achieved a particular milestone in your career. That task was a little tedious, complicated, and you have really put a lot of efforts done on completing that project, and you achieved certain things, right? So you can get started with that. How did I achieve this using this process? Just simple format you can use, and you can share your success story on this platform. You can tag your colleagues, you can tag your project mates, you can tag your bosses also, or if you are into business, you can tag your team member as well. So this is basically is going to give you that confidence, and when you're sharing your success story in the world, that's definitely going to inspire people who are going to read that. And this is nothing but self promotion, but it is so subtle that you don't feel awkward about it. I hope you got this, and I hope you are already feeling inside that, wow, this is so simple. I can also do that, right? Then, people who are into businesses, what you can do is you can ask your customers, your clients to share their success stories, and you can ask them to tag you. So again, it is an indirect kind of promotion. So go ahead and tell them that, hey, if you think that my services or my product was helpful to you, you find that valuable, then please go ahead and write your success story on this social media. Please tag me so that it will reach out to more and more people. Hope you got that. So this is so simple, but a lot of time we miss on this, but I want to share this hack with you. It really, really works. And you can also utilize the section that is given by a lot of platforms. Say, for example, LinkedIn, you have got this recommendation section. You can also ask people and to recommend you for a particular task, and they can write this success story that how did you help them to achieve or to complete that particular project or achieve a particular milestone, and that's on your profile, and that's how you are promoting yourself without feeling awkward about it. So the moment other people are going to watch that on your profile, they are going to think that, oh wow, this person is really capable of doing this kind of task, this person has the expertise, right? So this is something you can go and practice it. So that was all about the first way. I hope you got this way wherein you have to share success stories and achievements. You can update that on your social media profile. You can ask your customers as well, right? Because I want you to look at this quote, which says that celebrate what you have accomplished, but to raise the bar a little higher each time you succeed. So, celebrating our success and talking about it loudly on platforms like LinkedIn and other social media platforms also helps us in raising our bar so that we also want to achieve more and more. So that was about the smart way number one. Let's go to now the way number two. And again, this is very interesting where I truly believe that every person, literally every person has the exceptional ability, and they have unique strengths and unique talent that comes to them. God has gifted everybody with some unique talents and unique strengths. So if we start to leverage this kind of skills and talent, that really helps us to promote ourselves without feeling awkward about it, because that has come to you naturally. And if you are not respecting that and you're not leveraging that when it comes to self promotion, then you're missing out on a lot of things. So let's look at the second way, which says leverage your strengths. That means I want you to do this exercise now itself. I want you to create a list of top three strengths and find opportunities to showcase them. It could be anything as simple as, like, say, you are somebody who is very organized. That could be your strength, and you might not be leveraging that. So, how about you leverage this particular skill and go and talk about it to other people, say your colleagues, say your boss, or say your team members? That's how you leverage your strength and indirectly you promote yourself. You talk about that, you know what, this can be done in a better way. And I can show you how to do that. Even if you just say the simple things, you are indirectly promoting that you can do that job better compared to other people and you can help people. Maybe you can go and tell your boss that maybe, boss, I can do this for you because I think this can be done in a better way. And he will be like, oh, he is good at this, right? So this is how you can self promote based on your strengths, right? So leverage your strengths and find out the ways where you can showcase the opportunities. Don't be embarrassed by your strengths. You have to embrace your strengths and use them to your advantage. So now you tell me, did you find this useful? And do you think this is implementable in your career and in your business? I hope you got this. By the way, you can also do this in your job interview. You can leverage your strengths, you can leverage your achievements, and you can introduce yourself in a way that the other person has already made a decision that you are the right candidate for that job opportunity. How many of you are struggling to introduce yourself confidently? Let me tell you that it's just matter of few seconds and you create your first impression, and first impression is always the last impression. So the first very few seconds you are talking about yourself, that is something is going to captivate other person, and that person is started thinking inside his mind that maybe this person is suitable for this opportunity or not suitable. So is somebody thinking that, yeah, I want to do this, but I really don't know exactly how should I do that? How many of you need help in introducing yourself or creating your elevator pitch? What is elevator pitch? It is a short introduction of yours, just few second introduction of yours. That's going to create a lasting impression, and that's also going to make sure that the other person wants to meet you next time or he wants to give you that opportunity. So this can be done for job interviews. This can be also done for your business purpose. So if you want a gift from my side, I have a very interesting gift, and that is this. It is top 20 elevator pitches for engineers and project managers. This is well crafted pitch that I have created for you. It is a script of how you can leverage your strength. That you might be thinking that I'm into this job role. How should I talk about my strength? I'm into this job role. This is my strength. How I can talk about that? How I can leverage that? Don't worry. I have given ready-made scripts, and if you want this, just comment elevator pitch, and I will give you access to this particular ebook that I have created after a lot of research, understanding various types of job roles and industry demand and what hiring manager exactly look into the candidate. So I hope you are going to get this very soon. Now let's talk about the third way. And this is really my favorite because I truly believe in this particular way. And whatever I do, my first focus, and you can call that as my strength, my first focus is on this third way. What is that? Let's go and dive deep. So that is always provide value first. See, when you provide a lot of value to other people, then they have a very different perception about you, and they have that trust inside them that this person always thinks about giving more and more value, right? So always see how you can offer more value to people. Like, say, if you're a professional, you see how you can create valuable content that might be helpful for other people. You can create that on the platforms like LinkedIn so that your industry peers can look forward to get some help from your content, from your post. They might get some advice also for their career, and you may also assist them, right? So this really builds the trust and credibility factor, and this is also very important for the business owners because The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. As Mahatma Gandhi ji has said this, say you're a business owner and you are just showing a glimpse of what kind of value you can provide to your customers. Just based on that, the customers are going to take a decision whether they want to continue doing business with you or not. But if you fail to show you that you can offer that value, they will not be so confident. You might not be a trustworthy person to them, right? So always believe in creating and giving more and more value so that it comes back to you in abundance. And this should be the way of life, because that really works. Giving should not be a strategy, but giving should be a way of life. And here we are just giving value that we have, and with that value, it might be really helpful to people. When you believe in this service and this, you know, higher purpose, then you will never feel awkward in promoting yourself. And people would also not feel that you're salesy and you want to sell something or you are selfish. That perception will fade away, because first you are giving a lot of value and then people want to receive it from you. Then comes the fourth way of promoting yourself. And this is very, very crucial, especially for the introverted people. So, what is that? That is basically networking authentically. You should build the authentic connections. And a lot of people say that your network is your net worth. But what I say is your network is your destiny, because you never know. You are just one connection away to get that dream opportunity, maybe in your career, maybe in your business. So, if you truly believe in this, you will always value your network. And before we go ahead and ask some help to other person in our network, before that, you start thinking about how I can help other people. Okay, please listen to this carefully. Before you go ahead and start asking other people about how they can help you for something, you ask this question to yourself: how I can help this person. And that exactly is win-win situation. So no network, no authentic connection is possible without having the win-win approach. So this is our way to network authentically, that is building authentic connection relationships by always thinking win-win. And this is going to take you places, because people in today's world, people really crave for genuine and authentic connections who are always ready to help them, right? There are not a lot of such people who can help you more often without putting their selfish agendas on the front. And if you can become that person who always thinks about win-win situation, there are high chances that people are going to consider without even you asking them that, okay, give me this opportunity, give me that role. So this works very good in career as well as business. Go ahead and try doing this. Network authentically. Then we come to our smart way number 5. And again, this is very, very crucial for the people who believe that they have a lot of worth, but they cannot really speak for themselves. And they feel they have done a lot of good things for others. Here is the thing. See, when you are talking about yourself, for example, if I'm talking about myself, saying that I'm so good as a coach, as a mentor, I have these many people to do this, to achieve this, to achieve all their goals, people might not believe me, because that's what I am saying. Okay, everybody will speak good about themselves. So, what is the point that people should believe in me? And for that reason only, to make yourself credible in the market, what you have to do is you have to ask the people whom you have helped to write a testimonial or recommendation for you. And this is our smart way number 5, because if you are doing this, then people who are visiting your profiles, they would already see that you are really doing good. So this is the way where you are going to seek feedback. You can also approach and ask people to give you feedback and also testimonials, like how did they was their experience with you in your service on in the career. Say you completed a project, you can approach that client and tell that, could you please write me a testimonial, how about how was my experience, how was my performance in this project. And you can start collecting that on your LinkedIn profile recommendation section. So even if you are a professional or business owner, in both the cases, it can be done on your LinkedIn profile. So this feedback or testimonial is very important way of promoting yourself without sounding salesy, without sounding selfish. And when other people are talking good about yourself, that builds your credibility in the market, right? And as this quote is saying, the feedback is the breakfast of champions. So it might also happen that you might also receive some feedback which is asking you to improve something. Still, that's a good way, it's a very good sign, because somebody is telling you that maybe you're not up to the mark and you have to do certain things. That's still okay. And that is also, being honest. That is also about being honest, whether you are really taking that feedback seriously and working on those particular things or not. So whether it is feedback or testimonial or recommendation, all works very well. So start collecting this and see the magic, how that's going to build the credibility, authority in your market. Now let's talk about the sixth way. And again, this is something that a lot of people are afraid to explore because they think that it needs a lot of expertise, it needs a specific kind of skill. So let me tell you, it's nothing like that. And what is that? So the sixth way is write or publish something. For example, you can write articles, you can write blogs, you can write posts on your subject matter, and you can also publish an ebook, you can publish a physical book that's going to establish your authority. And through that book, people are going to get value, and that's how they are going to promote your various places. They might come to you for your services, they might want to give you job or that premium positions. So this is the sixth way, which is going to be very crucial for the people who have not explored the content writing or book writing journey. And it could be a simple small 50 pages ebook also in your domain that might help you to attract those kind of people who really need those kind of advices or that kind of help, and that something is going to help them. And that's how you are promoting yourself, by helping somebody through your expertise by writing on it, right? So the sixth way is nothing but it's to write and publish. And if you know, I'm also a published author. I'm a published author of this Amazon best-selling book that is Build the Most Exceptional You. You can see in the picture here. If you want to go and check my book, there must be the link in the comments. You can go and check my book as well. You can check the reviews also on Amazon. So that's how, I have written a lot of good things in my book, which helps mid-career professionals to elevate their career game to the next level. So that is all about it. So either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. That means either way, you have to inspire people through your writing. So this was the sixth way. Now let's talk about the seventh way. And this way is very important for the people who have already achieved success to a certain level. You're already at good position, say you're at managerial levels, and now you want to tap into the opportunities which are at higher levels, maybe senior management, maybe premium leadership positions that you want to achieve. So before that, before we go into the seventh way, I want to tell you one particular thing, that what is the highest form of any learning? So the highest form of learning is to teach somebody something that you already know. So probably you would have already guessed the seventh way, smart way of self-promoting yourself. So this way is mentoring others. Okay. So by mentoring others, you help them to reach to a certain stage where you have reached so far, and that's how you are also going to become a superb learner, because as I said that teaching is the highest form of learning. When you teach somebody, when you mentor somebody, you also revise those things, and that helps you to achieve a lot of good results in your life, because you have to really absorb all those kind of learnings before you teach that to somebody else. And again, this is my favorite because I'm already a coach and a mentor, and I like to help people. I like to solve their problems with a lot of compassion. And I also have a strategic mind, which helps them to solve this kind of career and business related problems. So this one is my favorite, and this has always helped me in my career to go to the next level in my corporate ladder. So that is about mentor others. So mentor and support others. See if you can offer help to your team members, your junior peers, or the interns, the freshers. You can offer your mentorship to those people. And when you start coaching them, mentoring them, it automatically helps you also to improve and, practice the leadership skills, because as a mentor you should also have some kind of leadership skills to manage people, right? So automatically you get develop those kind of skills. And as Winston Churchill has said, that we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. So by mentoring, by giving what you have got, that's the wisdom, whatever wisdom you have got, you are now transferring that wisdom to other people to make their lives, their careers, businesses better. So I think there can't be any noble work in this world than teaching or mentoring or coaching. So if you haven't explored this yet, please go ahead and do that. And in this purpose, you automatically see that if you have the potential to really help somebody with your wisdom, with your knowledge, and you would really feel that contentment in your heart and joy inside of you when somebody whom you are helping achieve certain goals. Because every day when I see people who are achieving their goals just because of my mentorship, my coaching, I get that fulfillment and happiness at the end of the day, every single day. So I want you to go and explore this way. And again, by doing this, automatically other people are going to recommend you, they are going to refer you, and they are going to promote you, because they have got a lot of benefits because of your mentoring and coaching. So this is how you can promote yourself without feeling awkward about it. And this is so noble work that there is no chance that you will feel awkward or salesy about doing this. Before we go to the smart way number 8, I want to tell you my particular experience in my career, where I was working as a structural engineer who was designing and structures, power plant structure, oil and gas structures, and I was managing a team of people. So that time I was totally into my technical job roles of manager, and also being an engineer, I was doing a lot of technical stuff. Still, I decided to volunteer for something which was literally away from my job role. And what was that? So I, along with a couple of my other colleagues, we started a book reading club in my previous company. And also, when I was doing my MBA in that college, also, along with two other enthusiastic people, my friends, we started this book reading club. So, at two places, I found when we started this activity purely on volunteering basis, that there was no money involved, there was nothing to sell, but it was pure volunteering kind of activity that we started. We we got a lot of exposure to the people. I mean, people started promoting us on themselves, like we don't have to really do anything. In the first case where I was doing that in my company, one of the person who was heading a particular division, he offered me that if you want to switch your division, I have a place for you. And without even taking the job interview, he upfront told me that you are doing really good, and if you want to switch your job, I mean, from that particular position, if you want to go to some other profile, I have the job for you and you can always approach me. So, do you see the power in this kind of voluntary activity wherein you automatically gets visibility inside that company or institution? Another case where I was doing that for this management college, very reputed management institute. There, the top level people, the founders and the people who are at director level, all of them started appreciating three of us who were running this book club. And they were like, this is really very good activity that you are running. And if you need any help, please feel free to approach us. And anytime there is something, they're always supporting us. So now do you see the power of volunteering activity? So if you are not explored this yet, I want you to go and check what are the different volunteering activities in your company, in your surrounding, wherein you can subtly promote your products, or I would say you don't have to promote automatically. When you are coming front and offering something, some help service to other people, they are automatically going to ask you, hey, what do you do, what are your products? If you're a business owner, and if you're into job, they're going to ask you, and they're also ready to help you whenever you need the help, right? So the eighth way was to volunteer any activities that is any of interest. It could be CSR activities. It could be something related to having a green environment. It could be, like I said, self-development related activities. Could be anything, but it should be something apart from your regular work or job profile. Then that will really work good. And believe you me, when you get part into this kind of activities, you also get a circle where is you're surrounded by the higher level people, because mostly this kind of people gets involved into this kind of activities. And look at this quote. Volunteering is at the very core of being a human. No one has made it through life without someone else's help. So when you come at the front to volunteer something, that really builds your visibility. And when you get your visibility, that ultimately builds your credibility. And when you have credibility, you also get the profitability. This is how it works. And I want you to go and try and let me know if this is also working for you. This brings me on the ninth point, the smart way of promoting yourself. So when we were talking about visibility, now you will say that, okay, you shared with us what are the different ways to be visible. I shared a lot of things that might build your visibility inside your organization. What about building your visibility outside your organization so that people who are coming from your same industry, they can also see you? And here comes a magic pill, you can say, because this has really worked very good for me. Before, 4 years back, I never use social media as a tool to build my visibility and to get opportunities, professional opportunities through various platforms. I was very shy to be on any platform like, say, Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, anything. But today I can confidently tell you that if you really know how to leverage social media and how to build your credible visibility on these platforms, you will get a lot of opportunities. So how to do that? So basically, we have to use social media very wisely. You don't have to just become a consumer on this platform, but you have to become a producer, meaning you have to utilize social media very effectively. Like one of the best platform today is LinkedIn platform, wherein you can create content, you can provide value, you can engage with the other industry experts who are sharing great insights through their content. You can connect with them, you can network with them. So this is how you can leverage social media to your advantage, and this is how you can also get job interviews. You can also get some collaborative opportunities. You can also get those premium leadership positions, which are only available through referrals, right? So social media is not just an activity, but it is an investment of valuable time and resources. So by building your personal brand on this social media, by building a personal brand which is authentic, trustworthy, and profitable, you can literally attract opportunities on these platforms like crazy. And if you don't know how to do this, you can always approach me, because I have a program wherein I literally handhold professionals to build their personal brands on platforms like LinkedIn to attract high paying job opportunities and attract organic leads for their businesses. So if you're struggling with this area, please feel free to reach out to me, and I am going to give you a step-by-step process, and I'm going to help you at every stage of your personal brand journey. Now comes the last and very important way of promoting yourself. So this is something without which you cannot really achieve anything. I mean, if you understood all the 9 ways so far, but if you will not practice the last particular thing, things will not work for you. Okay, so let's see what is that. So the 10th way is basically stay consistent. See, consistency is very, very important to stay sustainable in the game. It's not something that we are going to do for some time and then we are going to disappear. No, it's the game of long term. It's not something that we are playing for short term. This is the growth or success. It has to be sustainable, otherwise, it doesn't have any meaning. And for that, you have to maintain the consistency in promoting yourself. You should have a plan that how you're going to self promote yourself, say in this month, in this week, and you should walk on that path very systematically with a proper strategy, with a proper path. And if again you are struggling with this, I help a lot of people to stay consistent in this journey. So consistency is true foundation of trust, because when you are consistent, other people find you trustworthy. Say, if you are not consistent in promoting your products and services, people would say that maybe this brand is no more existence, right? Say, consider example of Apple. If they start promoting their products and they disappear from the market, even if they are producing different products and they are innovating different products, but if they are not consistent in their marketing efforts, do you think we are going to be aware about their products and we are going to purchase it? No, even if it is the biggest brand, right? Still, it's not going to happen. So that's true with us as well. We have to be very consistent in our efforts when it comes to self promotion, and we should always try to keep our promises, and by only being consistent we can keep up to our promises. So we have to have a schedule for our promotional activities. As I have to tell my example, I have some time dedicated every single day. How do I promote myself, my products and services? So that 30 minutes per day I dedicate to this promotional activities, and it has strategy. So every week I also revisit my strategy if that is working or not. And this is how I keep on upgrading it. I keep on modifying it, my content strategy. I also research in the market what is working, what is not working. I take examples of good people who have achieved greater success in this particular field, and I go and learn from them that what is something that I am lacking, and based on that again I change it. So this is the constant process of modification and upgradation that needs to happen in your case as well. And for that, it's always better to do this with the help of a community, with the help of a coach or a mentor. So that's how you are able to stay consistent. Otherwise, we are so busy and we are so trapped in our day-to-day activities that sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't do it, and that's how the world knows that you are not consistent, right? So remember, the 10th tip is very important. You have to be always consistent in your efforts in promoting yourself so that people find you trustworthy. Now, this was end of this video. Please, comment below how did you like about this particular process or whatever I shared with you, all the 10 smart ways. And out of this 10 smart ways, which three you are going to go and immediately follow to self promote yourself? So please comment that which three ways you are going to follow. And after you implement that, please also tell your experience and share your success story on social media, tagging me. You can do that on any platform, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn as well. And you can tag me and you can share if that was helpful to you. Or you can personally reach out to me in the comment section, or if you're part of my community, you can reach out to me to tell me how was your experience about implementing all these smart ways to self promote, and how did you feel? I'm sure you will now not feel awkward inside when it comes to self promotion. Self promotion is not bad. It's our duty to promote ourselves. It's our duty to become successful. It's our duty to get the money, the salary, the revenue that we truly deserve. And when you have this inside your mind, you will never ever feel guilty or awkward or confused about promoting yourself. So this was all from my side. Thank you so much, and I wish you good luck in your self promotion journey. I forgot to mention one thing. So I have a well curated strategy for 30 days wherein I guide you on every single day what exactly you have to do to build your profitable, authentic, and trustworthy brand on LinkedIn platform so that you can attract those high paying opportunities. If you want to be part of this 30 days LinkedIn personal branding challenge, please reach out to me and I am ready to help you. I am ready to handhold you on this personal branding journey so that you start promoting yourself in a very strategic manner, in a consistent manner, so that you do not miss out any opportunities in your career, in your business, and you start attracting opportunities towards you like a magnet. So if you want to be part of this 30 days personal branding challenge, please reach out to me and I'm ready to help you.